this week's unofficial sponsor, which is caffeine, cold and flu tablets, because honestly, without them, I would not be out and about shooting today. It was that bad. Yeah.
Hello there. First and foremost, apologies for the wind. I decided to do this on the windiest day of the year so far. Forgot my little wind muff thing, so that's annoying. I'm currently at a windmill. I've forgotten the name of it already. I'll put it on screen in a second. The reason that I'm here is because I got a new camera. Well, an old camera, quite an old camera. I finally bit the bullet and decided to buy my own medium format camera. Now, I've used medium format film cameras on this channel for a little while, but they've never been my own ones, and bought the Mamiya RZ67 professional camera and two lenses. I'll go into that a bit more later. Yeah, finally decided to buy one for myself because I've got the ongoing travel-y projects that I've been working on for the past year or so, which has taken up a lot of time. And I've got a few other projects that I want to work on as well that require me to have access to a camera pretty much all the time, and borrowing one from work or from friends just isn't feasible with those sorts of projects. So yeah, it was a good investment. It cost me an arm and a leg, but it'll be worth it in the long run. But I'm out here today. I've already thrown a test roll through this and it seems to work fine. So this is my first official outing with it to try and get some nice photos. I thought, what better place than to come to a cool little field on a really nice sunny day, although it is really windy. It might be difficult to make a video, but it is what it is. Take some nice photos around here, maybe go elsewhere to take some nice photos, see what happens, see what the day brings. I'm feeling incredibly unwell, so that may be an issue, but we'll get to that later. But anyway, let's get that camera set up and start shooting. I've got a few different film stocks with me. That's fun. Never have multiple film stocks. Hello, so this is now future Callum. It's been about a week since I filmed this video and I am feeling a hell of a lot better. Thank goodness, because that cold almost killed me. I realized I never really went into why I bought this camera. This one specifically, the RZ67. First and foremost, I love 6x7. It is just one of my favorite looking medium format film sizes. Don't get me wrong, I love 6x6. I'm a very big fan of the Hasselblad 503 series and 500 series, and I would love to get one eventually, but for the work that I want to do, the 6x7 format is just a lot more flexible. I can crop it down if I really want to. It offers me that little bit more range, but also with the ability to capture 10 frames rather than say 8 on a 6x9 or 3 on a 6x17, which, don't get me wrong, is a very, very cool format, but a bit uneconomical to use. Now, in the 6x7 range of cameras, there are, again, a few different versions. You've got one made by Fuji, you have the Pentax 6.7, and you have the RZ67, and you have some, what are they called, TLRs, like the Rolleiflex. The RZ67 stood out more to me than any of those because of two reasons. The first is modularity. So I have two film backs with this camera, and that means on any trip, I can have one film back loaded with black and white and one loaded with color. And I can swap and change those as much as I want without having to unravel the film in a dark bag like an SLR style camera, like the Pentax 6.7. I'd only be able to shoot 10 frames and then change the film. Whereas in this case, I can hot swap, which is a big, big, big advantage. Second reason is I know this system. I know this system incredibly well. I've worked with this camera in studios many, many, many times. I know exactly how the lenses will end up looking on any photo, more or less. I have two lenses, the 90mm and the 65, and I'm also hoping to get the 127 at some point, the 3.5, but that's later down the line. It is a tank. This camera is huge, and it is going to be incredibly heavy on any sort of adventure that I take it on. I feel like the quality that these lenses and this camera body sort of offer are second to none. This is why photographers still use them in studios, and it's why I like to use it out in the field, because I can trust it. I know it's probably not going to fail. Whereas a Pentax 6.7, I've had two of those fail on me before. So it's one of those things. But this thing will be coming on many, many adventures with me in the near future, and I'll be making many, many videos with it as well. So anyway, back to the video. And also, apologies in advance, the microphone does die halfway through, so there is a little bit of silence for about a third of the video. But yeah, anyway, back in a bit. So, I thought I would start with the easy option, which is Portrait 400, because obviously Everyone knows that. It's a really nice sunny day. Part of me wishes I kind of bought some 160 out because it is super, super sunny, but I'm not that fast. Again, this is only like a first proper set of tests, so I'm sure it'll be all right. I can never get these open properly. Oh, God. And I actually remember to take the dark slide out. It's a fucking miracle. So I want to start by getting like a nice semi-close-up shot of this windmill. I think sort of semi-dividing it a little bit, just getting like the main parts and the portrait orientation. Actually, I kind of want to see what it looks like in landscape. Definitely portrait. I think that will look quite nice. So I'm testing out a light meter that has been recommended to me so many times. It's called Light Meter Pro, and it's saying f22, 250 shutter speed, ISO 400. So let's just give this a go. Let's probably wind my film forward. That'll be useful. There we go. We are on. All right, let's give it a go. First official proper shot done on the RZ67. This is where it's really overexposed. So I'm just about to take roughly the same shot, but I have put the 65mm on, so it's a little bit wider. Should get more of the framing. I think it'll look a bit nicer so far looking at this in just a portrait orientation. Looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna measure, again, saying about f22, 250. So I really shouldn't be doing this on the sunniest day of the year so far, but here we are. 3, 2, 1. There is something about a Mamiya RZ67 shutter slap that is just so very satisfying, especially when it's just been fully serviced. First official roll complete. I'm going to go to a different location, I think. It's a little way down the road, but I kind of want to shoot some black and white. I don't think black and white is, you know what? I'm going to wait to load until I get there because the sunlight might be different, but I kind of want to use the Canon 100 that I have. Anyway, I'm going to go because it's windy, so we'll get back on this in a bit. So I've just got to my second location of the day. Having to be a bit closer now because my little lav mic decided to die. By it decided to die, I mean I forgot to put fresh batteries in it after like a year of not using it. So I'm now up at a different location. I think it's just outside of Hemel Hempstead where I used to live. I've been here before in some videos. I've made a video just down there before, about half a mile that way. But just over this ridge there is a really nice house. Now I'm not sure how easily accessible it's going to be to get to, or how close I can get, so that's why I'm doing this little talking head bit here. so I can sort of be stealthy and discreet in a way. I can also hear hunters in the background hunting pheasants by the sounds of it. I've got another roll of Portra 400, I've got a roll of HP5, and I've got a roll of Kentmere 100. Now I'm not sure what I want to use. I'm torn between the Portra 400 and the HP5. We'll see how I feel when we get up there, but I'm leaning towards the Portra because the house does look quite nice. It's like that golden sort of brick colour that Portra just works with, I think, so yeah. Anyway, let's go that way. I'm just gonna go. Bye. I realise I'm just a silhouette at the moment, but oh well. I couldn't actually get over to the front of the building because there's a sign that states sheep only, so I'm not a sheep, but I did find this quite nice frame. It's quite a wide shot with the house in the background. It's got this tree in front of it. I'll take a video of it quickly. I've loaded in some Portra 400 because I feel like the colours, they're too good to pass up. So I'm gonna do that. See how it turns out. Take a couple of versions of it in portrait landscapes. I think this is the best I'm gonna get for this, and there's a few nice little sort of dead trees that I kind of want to have a look at behind me. I think we'll burn through these 10 shots and probably call it a day by then because I feel so unwell. So I think I might actually need the 65. I've got the 90 on at the moment. I'll take maybe one or two versions of it, but I think it might need just to be a little bit wider. Yeah, it's definitely a 65mm frame. We'll take a photo and see what happens. I never learn. I never fucking learn. God damn it. Let's just try the 65. I don't think there's much point doing much more with the 90. Oh, miles better. Hell yeah. I think that does the job. Hell yeah. It's also really warm for like the first week and a half of March. I'm wearing a lot of layers because I'm unwell. Hang on, I realise you can't see shit right now. There we go. It's surprisingly warm for like the 8th of March. I'm sweating. It's like 2 degrees this morning. That was awfully hot. Right, I've got like 5 more shots left on this roll. So I might just leave the 65 on. Maybe take a few landscapes over here. Some nice trees. And we'll see what happens. So I don't know what it is, but there's something about these sort of old trees that I really like, especially in this sort of low, slightly diffused sunlight. Again, especially on Portra 400 as well, or Portra 800. Just the colours look really, really, really good. I'm gonna take a couple photos of this and then probably call it a day. But yeah, I'm gonna grab a few photos of this and then call it quits, I think. So I kind of got sucked into a little rabbit hole of textures and compositions there, so that's the 10 shots done. Yeah, probably gonna go find a coffee shop now and start editing. And this will probably be the end of the video, to be fair, so I might send you back to Studio Callum and he can wrap up the video because I can't be bothered right now because I am unwell. So, yeah. So, just to close off the video, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a very fun day, even though I was incredibly ill. It was just a nice day to test out the camera properly, rather than just being in the house and doing exposure tests, which aren't always the most exciting things to film. This will hopefully be like the little gradual getting back into making videos again. Now I've got a new camera and some new ideas. I've got a few videos which are slowly being made in the works. They just take a long time, so I'll be doing a few little filler videos here and there, but yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace.